Welcome back to my channel RJ Trades. If you have not liked or subscribed, please don't forget to click that subscribe button and click that bell button so that you can get all the latest video. So today we're gonna talk about Tesla Battery Day and how it's gonna impact and everything you need to know about Tesla Battery Day. And also we'll look at the chart as well. So let's get it started. So Tesla Battery Day. So very much anticipated event gonna be it's going to be happening on after hour Tuesday. So if you go to the Tesla website, you can actually live stream if you want to watch that event. So it's going to be on Tuesday, September 22. So this coming Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. So it will be 1 2 3 4 4:30 Eastern time. So right after the market close. So you can actually live stream the event right from this website. Just go to Tesla live event, Tesla shareholder 2020 shareholder meetings, and you can go to this page or just Google, and you can kind of read about it. And if you want to watch that event, you can do that over here. So that's the first things. So now so much anticipated, right? Like people's are we had a pretty bad sell off on the tech, but Tesla kind of kept up, and we are almost up 20-30% from our low of 330. So we closed almost 450, and I definitely think we will touch 500. But one thing though, you need to be careful about your theta will be huge, and IV cross, right? So IV cross will be huge, like you'll get IV cross if you have a naked calls after the event. So be mindful about that. So one of the things I was kind of looking and kind of researching was, and also Elon Musk kind of hinted a lot of things. We'll go over to it too. But one of the things is the energy storage. So we are talking about battery. So one of the things comes is energy and energy storage. So Tesla, not a big unit, but they are expanding a lot in the energy storage. So that could be some announcement about that, right? So uh, energy is needed everywhere, right? So from the lights you use to anything, travel, communications, everything, there's a huge demand of energy, and it's growing every day. And uh, battery and storing energy, like a lot of times, like if you do hydroelectric too, if you could store, like a lot of times hydroelectric you cannot store, so storage can be a really big in the whole world actually. So it's a and other thing is like solar energy, right? Like a lot of times if you have just daily, you can store that solar energy and use it at night or whatever times, or use it during the off peak hour. So that could be a huge in terms of energy. So we're gonna go through some of the kind of tweet as well. If you guys notice, Elon Musk was kind of, like he was giving a lot of hints about events, like his story of life is basically he's trying to post some fire content, which I assume he's want to talk about this event, but you have legal cells and a lot of things not letting him do that. But he said like many exciting things will be unveiled on Battery Day 9/22. So a lot of things seems like he has planned it. So he is just giving like weird tweets and kind of cryptic word, and people have made um, lot of theory about it, but nobody knows what's gonna happen, and we'll know when the event hits. But definitely it seems like gonna be a pretty big event. So let's see how that goes. So other thing is we are talking about energy. They are doing a lot in the Gigafactory, and we have the Giga Berlin coming up, which is really looks great. So that's there. So I think it's gonna be huge. Lot of things. It could be like a lot of announcement, right? So it could be, I'm just thinking, like it could be like they can actually, like, think about it, like a lot of the car companies are going to EV. A lot of countries are trying to reduce the pollution's emissions, right? So as we grow, there's a greater need of battery, and that's why Battery Day is really really important. Uh, not only for Tesla. I mean, they could actually make a battery and sell to other companies. And if they have a really great technology with their skill, they can produce a lot of battery at cheaper price, and that could be huge. And other things probably you guys heard too, I'm gonna talk about, is a million mile battery. So that could be a, so right now we have a gigafactory in Nevada, and we also have Tesla gigafactory in New York. Those are the two massive one, Buffalo, New York. But we do have development going in Austin as well. So a lot of things coming in. So let's wait till what Elon says. So other things, kind of off topic from battery day, but I was kind of looking at the overall. Doesn't matter. Not only battery day, we are kind of looking at Tesla as a company, and one of the biggest thing is their expectation for this year is 500,000 units, and they already have capacity of 500,000 unit. And also, if you look at that, because of the COVID, if you look at, this is the number comparing with all the other company. Again, this is um, Tesla earning reports, and you can go to their websites and you can look it all yourself. So that's great. But I was kind of looking at this number. So if you look at this, Tesla was the only company in the first half of the 2020 to have a positive numbers of sales. So basically, they increased their sales number from the last year half. So they were up about 12 or 13%. It doesn't say exactly, but it's about 10, below 15, so 12% or something. But if you look at the other companies like Hyundai, Mercedes, Toyota, BMW, Volkswagen, Ford, Nissan, and Renault, probably some Chinese company, never heard of it, and PSA, all their numbers were down from at least 20% to almost 45%. So actually, like how the all the tech stock boomed during this COVID stock, it kind of made sense because Tesla is kind of tech company. I wouldn't really say it's a car company, it's a tech company. They have a huge autopilot, they are always kind of updating, so they are big on tech, and a lot of enhancement in autopilot. So also, like, you can order Tesla online, so it's kind of, it's a tech company, right? I mean, you can order other too, but basically they kind of initiated this from the very beginning. So it also helped, the COVID kind of helped them increase their sales as well. And you probably guys are hearing, right, in California when they're having a wildfire because of their HEPA filter, HEPA, right? I don't know what's the full form, but because of their filter, people are just driving around. It's a lot better than just So it's a high grade filter. So that's there. And yeah, autopilots and everything. And other thing is, like, Tesla is also one of the only company with 400 and almost 402 miles for Model S. So that's huge, right? So Tesla Model S long range can go 400, and right now their competitor Porsche Taycan 4S, for Taycan, yeah, Taycan, I guess Taycan. Okay, I don't know, but Porsche is 200. So you can see that that's a huge, almost double the miles. So and I think like Porsche is pretty expensive as well. And even in premium sub, so Model X is 350 and Model Y is 3 to 10 15. So you have Jaguar, but it's below 250, and Mercedes same, Audi same. So Tesla is way ahead in the battery in terms of the mileage, how much mileage a car gives. And yeah, there's solars and everything. So you can actually look at this, and I think it's a pretty good. And other thing is, let's look at the Shanghai, the Gigafactory. Really awesome, great Gigafactory. And Berlin. This is the Berlin under construction. I think this was like from their second quarter, but they have improved a lot. But this looks like this in their rendering, which is really great. Looks awesome. So I think we may get some update about that too. So that's there. And also, one of the most important, again, these are like nobody knows, I guess, unless they are insider or something. But one of the thing is, Tesla is planning to turning from, right now they use lithium ion, so they are trying to turn into lithium iron. I don't know exactly chemistry. I guess one of the thing is probably cheaper, and they are basically changing the fundamental chemical engineering of the battery. So which could be good, it could be a really drastic change, not a small change, a really drastic change, which would be, let's say, battery are heavier, so it takes more energy to drive a heavier car. So even if they reduce their weight by 20-30%, that's significant. They can even increase the mileage with the same battery, right? So if it's 400, it could go 450 or 500. That would be. And other thing is like cost of the battery. We're gonna talk about that. And also, uh, yeah, I mean, this is 400 miles or more between charges lasting. As other thing is like 100, I mean 1 million miles. That's a huge number. If they could, so basically 1 million miles is, I have right here, like one, on average in US a person drives around 12,000 miles a year. So if you divide by a million mile, that comes to 83. So basically million miles basically means a car's battery gonna last 83 years. That's insane. So basically a lifetime, I think life expectancy is around 80, 81, or 76, around 80 I would say in US. So basically it's gonna last your whole life. So that's pretty much one of the thing is like people's are turning away from EV is like, oh, I gotta change battery every 4 or 5 years and it cost me 10K or something. But if this happens, right, I mean, I guess it's already happened, maybe they'll have some more announcement about it. But it basically means like you don't need one battery can last lifetime. So that would be a great. So that's huge in my opinion. So yeah, and the other thing is that they're also kind of removing the cobalt. So there's a lot of controversy around child abuse and labors and everything. So but that could be a really good. So these were the few things kind of can happen and highly anticipated things. So other thing is the cost of the battery. So I think average cost of battery. So if you look at the battery cost of battery has fallen down significantly. So if you look at the 2010 to 2019, in 2010 per kilowatt, so that's a measure like the measurement for a battery. So that's how they measure the EVs. So that the cost was almost 11,000. So it has come down to 156 now, 56. So basically it's 87% down. So think about it, right? If when they were producing cars in 2010, 11, they were spending a lot of money in the battery, and right now they spend 87% less. And the most important part is if they could reduce 156 to 100, which basically one of the organization, what was that, I forgot the name, but one of the organizations, they estimated like it's gonna happen in I think it's gonna happen in 2024 or 25. You can look into up, but so basically it was estimated like it's gonna, but it may happen in 2021 or 22. What does that mean is basically EV will be as cheaper as a gasoline vehicle. So gasoline vehicles are, you can get it like cheapest probably like 15-20K as well, new as well. But I would say kind of if you average around, average is quite a little bit high, but I would say 25, right? 25. I think I was kind of talking a poll where uh, would you buy Tesla if it's 25, and pretty much everybody would buy Tesla. So there was no reason to buy any other car, right? You save a lot of money in other things like oil change, and it has less moving part. It literally have like 40 or 50 moving parts, whereas traditional vehicles, gasoline vehicles, has almost like thousands of moving parts. So there are a lot of chances of, the maintenance cost is really high. In fact, there was a research, right? The cost of ownership in 5 years. So even if you pay like 35 or 40,000 for Model 3, and you got like, let's say, other traditional, a good car, right? Like uh, 25,000 Ford or GM. uh, at the end of the 5 years, you actually come ahead buying Tesla, because you don't have to pay much in maintenance, whereas you have to pay a lot of maintenance for the, and also the price depreciates. Uh, the Tesla kind of keep their price really well. So even if you're selling after 2-3 years, you get better price than Fords and other vehicle. So that's something important as well. Yeah, I think talking about average car. Average car is $37. Tesla is 34, but with everything, it kind of comes out. 40 45, 40 45. But I think once they reduce the price to maybe 25 30, that will be game changer. And if they announce, I think that could be huge. And other things I was kind of looking was the overall revenue and how it can impact. So if you look at the other companies like top vehicle company like Volkswagen, Toyota Motors, the revenue is around like 250 260. So 250 for Toyota, 260 for Volkswagen. This is 2017 number, so probably have been changed. But if you look at the Tesla, we are right around $24 billion, right? That was 2019, so probably like 30 35 billion this year. But think about it, like there's a lot of room for Tesla, right? So it's gonna be really hard for Toyota to go from 250 to 5, but it's pretty easy for Tesla to go from 25 to 50 or even 100. So within few years, if they get the good price. So other things I was kind of looking was the kind of total vehicle sales, right? So this is a number, so how many vehicles were sold. So if you look at year to date, General Motors sales like almost 2.8 million, so 8 million vehicle, whereas Tesla has sold about 195 million. So the point is there's a lot of room, right? Why they are selling, one thing is lot of cheaper car, right? So you can get Ford cars for about 15 20 to even 25 range. Tesla a little bit expensive, not too much. They are reducing, constantly reducing. But I think once we catch up around 30 25 30 range, there's no point in somebody has to buy the traditional vehicle. They can just buy EV. Again, every these companies are also doing EV, but if the price is pretty much same, what would you buy, Tesla or Musk is legendary. Musk Papa will take us to the moon. So, so these were some numbers and other interesting things I was kind of looking, right. One of the things a company kind of go higher and higher, higher and higher is something revolutionary, something really drastic change. So if you look at the Tesla and Apple, so this is ARK Invest, and I found really interesting. So in so basically what it's doing is it's comparing Apple from 2002 till 2018. So this is Apple, so this is their just revenue, so Apple revenue. So literally they were like 50, not even 50, they were 50 in 2010, and right now they are well over 250, so almost 5 times from 2010. I think stock is way over 5 times, but still if you look at that, almost 2010 50, right now we are at 250 plus. Same thing, they kind of plotted Tesla. I mean, Tesla was not even there in 2002. It was I think established around 2008 or 9. But if you look at that, Tesla on 2014 they had pretty much same revenue, and 2019 this, right? So 2007 what happened, Apple announced iPhone, and it literally changed. iPhone is one of the biggest revenue for Apple, and it changed the whole phone industry. If you look at that, before 2007 we did not had a smartphone, we did not had you could not watch Netflix in your phone. I mean, phone were dummies, literally. You call, I mean, there were some Internet Explorer, but they were really, I mean, real kind of crap, as Steve Jobs used to say, uh, non-usable basically. But Apple changed everything's, and you have Samsung everything's, and a lot of those kind of copied it, but that's what happened here. So kinda is Tesla is kind of announcing something revolutionary which gonna change the landscape. So basically it's in the same. So if they announce something, it could go 250. And think about it, just now we saw, right, like Volkswagen revenue was around 250 billion dollar. So it's not out of reach, right? So that's, even if you look at the even time, that's 2007, almost 10 years. Tesla has to double every year. That's not even gonna take 10 years, 50, 100, 4, 5 years. Again, it's probably not gonna double every year, but 10 years sound realistic to me. So again, Apple is almost 2 billion, Tesla is like 400 billion probably. So 4 times. So possible, totally possible, I see. So this is one of the so ARK Invest definitely visit them. They kind of invest in a lot of this startup type business, but I definitely see huge potential for Tesla over there too. Yeah, Tesla revenue, I think we talked about it, and average cost, we talked about it. So we pretty much talked about everything. So I guess we're gonna kind of look into the chart and wrap it up. So Tesla was 442, and after hours kind of went around the 447 and everything's, and we are right here. So basically closed a little bit lower. We did went up to our support, but we filled all the gaps. So basically I think what I'm saying is probably we'll just open up 60 or something. There's a lot of FOMO. Everybody wants Tesla batteries in 20 seconds. So you have last day before battery day. I mean, you can technically buy on the Tuesday before battery day, but and again, one thing I'm pretty sure is after the event, a lot of people's gonna take profit. So you gotta be careful. You should know your stop loss or when to take profit. But I definitely see positive. I just hope like we had a huge sell off on SPY and QQQ. So hopefully they will recover cause it will probably help fuel Tesla more. But I don't think 500 is out of reach cause if you open like we already at 50, so if you open 64, which is $14, nothing for Tesla. So if you open up like 2-3% pre-market, and we are pretty much our last resistance before maybe somewhere 75, but that's a minor one. I think we're gonna see 500 easy, but let's hope everything's kind of. And also Tesla, there's so much FOMO, everybody, and less huge news coverage, and Elon giving a lot of hints. So I definitely uh, see 500, but yeah, I think you guys should always take your profit if you are options and expiring pretty soon. If you have stocks and long terms, probably good. Um, I want Tesla to drop after the news and everything, so that I may kind of add some for long term. But I think Tesla is a great company in the longer run. Tesla will definitely pass 500, 600, 700 for sure. But right now, I do think it's a little overvalued. But I think till battery day, it will definitely run. Yeah, that's it for Tesla. So uh, good luck everyone, and let's hope Tesla take us to the moon. And if you have not subscribed and like this video, please do that, and see you on Monday. Thanks.